Yo, what's up? It's Lee DJ Millie. The key cap bomba. Scatta scinti bustil ma bolle dope. Svese conscious girls, vision super dope. Notiser inga puls, yeah, super show. Mot matta microphone, my super flow. Yo, slippa kinkre, slippa kinkre. Slippa kinkre, slippa kinkre. Slippa kinkre, slippa kinkre. Slippa kinkre, slippa kinkre. Yeah, what's going on, CV World? It's your boy DJ Millie. Welcome to a new episode of Pracazul. Yo, today's guest, I'm gonna tell the story, man. The other day, somebody asked me about this guy. He said, yo, is this guy good at what he does? I said, yo, he's not just good, he's classic. All right, we got a classic here. All right, everyone from Massachusetts and Rhode Island who've partied in the last, 2 decades?
Yeah.
Has partied with this guy as well. He's been the entertainer, all right? We got the one and only DJ Larry Love in the house tonight, man. Yeah.
Hey,
what's going on, man?
Thank you for having me,
How
guys.
you doing,
it's
man?
A pleasure.
Hey, thanks for being there, man. Thanks for, first off, man, congratulations with a great performance last week at the Liberty concert. Did it feel as good for you as it did for us?
Tell you the truth, I always felt like I could do a little better. So I got off the stage like I don't think the crowd felt it, but once I walked out there and I got the response, I was like, wow, that's cool. Thank God.
That was amazing, man. It was amazing. We were really feeling it. And
I try to target the music towards the audience that was there, so It went pretty
exactly.
good.
You did awesome, man. You did awesome.
Thank you.
It looked like you was comfortable. It looked like you've been doing this, and you've been doing it. But we're gonna get all that, man. Let's start from the beginning. Where's DJ Larry Love from?
DJ Larry Love. I was born in Scituate, Massachusetts.
Oh,
Scituate. Born in Scituate, came to Brockton maybe 3 years old, and been here since I was 33 years old. So I lived almost 32 years in Brockton. You could say 30 years in Brockton, really. So.
How was it growing up in Brockton, man?
Oh, I love it, man.
Yeah? Brockton High School, the whole thing, right?
Brockton Elementary, kindergarten, elementary, South Junior High School.
Oh, wow.
Brockton High School.
Crazy.
I went to Keith Elementary School before the new Keith. The South Side.
The South Side.
Yeah.
Look at that. He
knows all these.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So, but your parents are from Cape Verde.
Yes.
Yeah. What island are they from?
Both of my parents are from Fogo.
Fogo, of course.
And they're not cousins, so.
Well, you been there?
I'm not sure now because I've never been there.
Never
been to Cape Verde. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you never been to Cape Verde?
Never.
The man that plays all these classics has never been to Cape Verde, man. That's crazy.
How do you know all these songs?
Well, we can get that's a deep story. We've got time to get into that.
Let's get it, man. That's what we're here for.
Oh well, it's good parenting. My parents grew up with culture.
Yeah.
When I grew up, English was really my first language. Yep. I didn't start learning Creole until my cousins started coming from Cabo Verde, and I was maybe 6-7 years old at that time. They started coming over.
Yeah.
So when they came, they lived with us. So we would teach them English. They would teach us Creole. So that's how we learned.
Exactly.
So a lot of people would be surprised, like, wow, how you know Creole so well. Because when you're outside playing with your friends, you're in America. But when you come home,
you're in little Cape Verde. That's exactly.
To order pizza on a Friday night was a tough thing back in the day.
For real? That's true.
So it was tough for us. Yeah.
They had to learn from you, and you guys learned from them as well. Yeah.
It's more comfortable now for these kids now because a lot of things is broken into. People are more comfortable with different cultures.
Yeah.
But it was tough for us back in the 70s, man.
Damn, yo.
Would you pick a burger on a cachupa?
When I was younger, yes.
Yeah, but now I'm saying now.
But now, no.
Cachupa always.
Better.
I have a bowl of cachupa before I have a burger.
Before you have a burger, that's what I'm saying.
But when I was young, growing up, I couldn't stand Cape Verde food. I couldn't like it.
Not at all.
Like cachupa's Cape Verde food?
But I love it now.
Wow. So, tell me, man, what was your passion like before you got into DJing? Soccer?
Yeah.
You a soccer player?
Yeah.
Damn, bro, you kind of tall. I don't think you would be in basketball or something like that.
Soccer,
yeah?
believe me, man.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Are you Benfica?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yes, that's supposed to, okay?
Always.
It's in the bloodline. My father, my grandfather, all Benfica.
They all Benfica.
I grew up, grew up here in America,
Yeah.
we don't really watch the games. It's what we heard on the radio.
Sure.
That's what they followed.
Oh yeah, true, because it wasn't that nation. But what, you played it yourself?
I played soccer when I was a little kid. I've always played. I played high school. We won state. We didn't win state. We got pretty far, state finals, you know. And then I went to college. I played for Massasoit Community College. We won New England Championship that year.
Dope.
We came third place in the Nationals.
Okay.
I played for a soccer coach out here named Sandy Hall.
Okay.
May he rest in peace. Sandy,
Oh, man,
that guy
yeah, rest in
raised me since I was a baby.
Wow.
He took me to Scotland. We played over there for 2 weeks.
You played in Scotland?
Oh yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
Man, wait a minute, that was a serious level that you
yeah,
tried.
What position you used to play?
I played forward, and then I started playing more midfield because I like to go back and forth. I was a pretty good runner.
Okay.
I was a physical guy back then, you know. That was my thing, was try to be a soccer player. When I was in college, my first year of college, that was the first year that MLS started.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So I was
that
really
sucks,
pushing
man. You were like, damn.
to go to MLS.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
my thing.
So how do you feel that America is doing a World Cup in 8 years?
You know what? I give America soccer 100% of my support.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I grew up in this country, and I can tell you right now, soccer has come a long way.
Yeah, long way.
Long way.
Yeah.
And you can see it taking over a lot of the other sports like baseball and football. It's taking over those.
A little bit,
kids
yeah.
are not playing that. They're playing soccer.
They're playing soccer as well.
Soccer is
10,
like
20 years from now, you know, we're going to be
bigger.
one of the top leagues to be messed with.
True.
Do you have
But that
a
sucks,
favorite-
man. If you had MLS back then,
Oh, man.
yeah, you guys would have.
If we had MLS when I was in junior high, I think I would have made it because I wasn't the best kid in school. I was okay. I barely passed enough to play. That's all I wanted to do. Was
play, yeah.
Do you have a favorite player ever? Soccer player ever?
Well, for me growing up, it's Pele.
Oh, see.
Pele?
Yeah.
For real?
Pele, because
Okay.
like I said, soccer
started playing in the
was not
80s,
popular.
yeah.
So
Nah,
when,
but,
when we learned, that's what we learned from was him.
Yeah.
Pele,
But the thing
yeah.
is, like, when you say Pele, like me, you know, I'm from '92, so me growing up, Pele was like way back in the days. You know, I'm
but
like,
his style was unique. That's the thing.
Yeah, Pele, Maradona, even Eusebio.
Yeah.
Dope. But right now,
That shows you our age difference.
Yeah, exactly.
How we got right now?
I grew up with Pele, then I went to Maradona, then all the Brazilian.
What about
players.
right now? In these moments?
Right now, this one I can't split between Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah.
But
You like them both?
Yeah.
He likes them both. He likes them both. Yeah, that's a good one.
Man.
That's a good one.
that's dope. Yeah, that's
If you play the sport hardcore and you play the sport with that type of passion, you know that these two guys
Yeah.
they're serious guys.
They leave
You can't
everything on the
pick one.
field, man.
Every sport I've ever admired, every sport I watched, I never picked one best player. Even Michael Jordan, I don't think he's the best.
You didn't think so?
No, because every year, every season, every game is different.
Yeah,
Everything is different. You can't compare.
Yeah.
You gotta stop comparing.
I
how
get
I
what
feel
you're coming
about
from, but
sports,
Mike did have it locked for a while,
Yeah,
though.
you might have your record. Try
Yeah.
to break that record, but don't compare one player to
One player with
'cause
another,
it was
yeah.
a,
It's
it
different
was a whole
styles.
different season. It's the whole different
So okay, but
competition.
me right now, I'm gonna switch it up real quick. So you're saying there's no like best rapper ever?
There's no best rapper ever because the whole purpose of rap music is to be your own and be your own style and to be unique. So
I've heard that before,
how are you
yeah.
gonna be yourself if you're trying to compete with that person?
That's true.
I agree with
So
you.
you know, if you like red and he likes blue, how's your show gonna go on? If you guys are sitting and argue about who likes
That's
red
true.
and blue.
That's a good point. That's a good
That's a
point.
point, yeah,
That's a good point.
Yeah, you just gotta.
All right. Now we get to
This year is your year. You're shining. You're good. This year there'll be
Somebody else is hot.
Exactly.
Just as good.
Someone's just as hungry as you are.
True,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
When did you start DJing? What? Because you had soccer. Were you DJing in that time as well, or that came
No,
after?
that was. I've always had passion for music.
Okay.
I always loved music. It's something that always calmed me down. You know, I always wanted to hear it, how it was made. I always wanted to see that. And I grew up with family members, a lot of people in my family and friends that grew up with bands and friends. So I grew up seeing a lot of that, seeing live music.
Okay.
So that was my passion for music. So I was, as a young kid, I always bought records and cassettes.
Yeah.
Listen to my Walkman, always had my music on
Always.
during soccer practice,
Dope.
whatever, walking to school.
Yeah.
Always had music. I used to make tapes for my friends in the neighborhood. You know, little cheap mix tapes.
Mixtapes. Yeah. I used to.
Three
Yeah, I'm
radios.
from that
I
time
had
too,
DJ
man.
equipment. I had 3 radios.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, one with the song playing,
Just
the next
mix it.
song waiting,
Oh.
and the other one will be recording the speakers facing it.
That's crazy.
That's
That's crazy.
And you had to be quiet. My brother walk in the room like, shut up. Oh. Start over.
But when was that day that you really said, okay, This is what I'm gonna do.
Well, when I was in high school, you know, I want to give a shout out to where it really started, because it started with my cousin Louis Fonz.
All right, shout out.
Tony and Billy, the two brothers. I haven't seen them in a long time. Tony and Billy Texera.
Dope.
Those guys there. We wasn't really into, you know, DJing and let's do this and let's make money.
Yeah.
We were into it for the love of music.
For music, yeah.
Tony said, I'll buy the turntables. Me and Louis buy the records.
Okay.
So after school, we used to go to, there used to be a Strawberries across the street from Brockton High.
Yeah.
We go to Strawberries. Charlie knows. Go to Strawberries, get our records. We go to Tony and Texera's house right up the street.
Okay.
And sit there and just play our music. It's
fun. It's fun back then.
Yeah, it was fun. It was back then too. You have to remember, it was the early stages of hip hop.
True.
So everything was about either graffiti, breakdancing, rapping, or DJing.
DJing. True. So you were a hip hop DJ?
I'm a b-boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope,
I can do graffiti. I used to break dance. Yeah, I had my crew. We had a crew.
That's dope, man.
That's dope, man.
Shout out Supreme Team Rockers.
Exactly.
My break dance name was Sir Reckless.
Sir Reckless. See, we're learning all types of stuff about
how long
DJ.
ago? That's like.
Oh, this is in junior high.
It's mid-'80s, right?
Yeah, I was in the South Junior High School.
I was even born.
That's dope, but that's
I would
really the
say
time. But how was that
79,
time, man? Like, how is it for you to watch hip hop now? You got to be hurting for it.
You know what? The direction it's going, like, towards like being hardcore and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Standing your own. No one can mess with me. This is my gang. This is your gang. I think that's whack.
That's whack, right?
I think,
But you know, they happened like back in the
But that's
days.
not. But the whole purpose of hip hop starting was
Just a
to
message,
stop
right?
that.
Yeah.
Was to stop gang violence.
Stop gang violence,
Exactly.
And
yeah.
that's what stopped a lot of gang violence in the Bronx, with African Bambaataa creating the forefront of hip hop
Yep.
to stop gang violence.
Exactly.
Instead of gang violence, they got together and breakdance and rapped against each other. So instead of fighting and killing each other, they had competitions to see who was better.
Where did this name come from? This iconic name now, this DJ Larry Love.
DJ Larry Love, it was really, I don't know, given to me, really.
Yeah.
Right? Really given to me. Growing up with friends, everybody.
But what, your name is Larry?
Well, my real name is Miguel.
Miguel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody knows.
My real name
Now
is
you
Nobody
know.
uses it. Nah, it's a good name. What you talking
My
about?
middle
Miguel,
name
yeah.
is Lawrence.
Okay.
Miguel.
So that's where Larry came
You said
from.
Lawrence or Lorenzo?
Lorenzo.
Okay, not
Well,
Lawrence.
no, it's Lawrence.
Lawrence,
On my
yeah.
birth certificate,
Yeah.
American birth
Lawrence,
certificate,
yeah.
So Miguel Lorenzo.
Miguel Lawrence Fonts.
Oh, Fonch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Larry Love came from that.
And Larry Love just came from growing up in a neighborhood with friends, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was always there. It was always there. I never really thought of it until I started really DJing. It's
DJ.
like, I'm going to use this name.
Okay, dope.
That's a nice name, though.
Because right now you're a Pioneer guy.
Yeah, of course.
But what was your first DJ tape? That had to be but you had to be on vinyl, right? Before.
First one, I don't know. It was, you know, the big ones with the fish tank and the TV on one side.
Yeah, for real?
The speakers here, and you open it up this way, and there's a record player.
Yeah.
And their parents had it in the room where nobody can go
Nobody
in
could
there.
touch it, yeah.
And their mother knew you went in there because you see your footprints on the carpet.
That's crazy, man.
Back in the day.
And they all had their own records, right? Mom had hers.
First time I was scratching, it was the first record I didn't buy. I don't know how I ended up with that record. It was that record Good Times by Chic. Good Times, these are the good times. That song was sampled a lot for hip hop.
Yeah, true.
So that's when I tried to practice scratching on this cheap turntable I had for weeks and weeks. Never flipped it over. One day I took it out to put another record. The other side was all beat up.
All messed up. Oh,
I
damn.
had no platter on the turntable, nothing.
That's crazy.
So basically, so you're saying right now, okay, I already know you're a hip hop fan, but I saw you last week in Providence. This guy opened Liberty, anyways.
Yeah.
I saw you there. You playing like Kizomba, all that. Like how, aprender tudo que coisa.
Criollo music, like I said, it's always been there. And in casa, like I was saying earlier, I come home, you're Cape Verdean. Come home, the music is there.
It's there,
you know?
yeah. That's true. So it's playing.
You gotta understand too, hip hop was not on the radio when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't like you hear it now. Now you're comfortable.
Yeah.
You can go 4 or
Everywhere.
5 stations. Back in the day, if you found one station that played hip hop, it was 88.9 from 8 o'clock at night to 10 o'clock at night.
That's it? 2 hours?
That's it.
Damn.
You'd be lucky to catch it, and you'd be lucky to even get it clear on your radio. So
Yeah.
that's really the only hip hop where we had back then. It wasn't until really MTV came out and started playing music videos, and then they started playing hip hop.
Yo,
That's
MTV
when they
raps,
started,
yep.
you know, being more universal.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
crazy.
I
But
didn't
what
know
what,
that.
what
So
is like
the-
your favorite genre then to get into when you DJ?
I don't have a favorite.
You don't have it?
I
Just-
love,
just
I
look at the
love,
crowd?
I love great music. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care what it is. It could be opera. It could be anything.
Anything?
So you're saying you don't have a favorite artist at all?
I have top artists, but I don't have a
Well,
favorite.
okay, what's your top 5 artists?
Top
You
5?
know, I'm saying with Cape Verdean and American.
Nah, just go
Nah,
Cape
nah,
Verdean
I
first.
gotta-
Oh, yeah, go
Just
Cape Verdean
Verdean
first.
first.
Go
'Cause
Cape
it's
Verdean
gonna be
first.
too much
Oh,
for
Cape Verdean first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just 5.
Top
5 Cape Verdean,
artists?
5 American.
I would say right now my top Cape Verdean artist right now is Grace Avra because
Okay.
he's consistent. He keeps
Yeah,
coming out.
always. Grace,
Shout out to
Grace.
Grace, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Grace Avra. I don't want to hurt no one's feelings, but you know,
Nah, come on,
a
man.
lot of them are good friends.
You
of
gotta
mine.
have your favorites.
Nah,
Grace Avra. Wow, you guys put me on the spot right now. Grace Avra. I like what Nelson Freitas is doing. I like what definitely Georgie. I
What
like
he's
what
doing.
Georgie's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Georgie's top 3.
Definitely.
Those
Definitely.
3 right there, top 3. Who's really pushing the
Consistent,
music
yeah.
forward to open to different cultures,
Exactly.
open the doors, bring it to another level.
Yeah.
and
Nah,
continue to keep making good music. Those 3 right
Yeah.
there.
I totally agree.
Non-stop.
I
But
totally
to
agree.
me, like I really can't pick.
Yeah, it's hard.
Because
yes.
you could be an artist to me, right? And you could, like they say, they call one-hit wonders.
Yeah.
Even though you're a one-hit wonder, that one song right there will carry you for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
And
True.
I respect you for even making that song. You
Get
gotta
in there.
understand the process of making music
It's crazy.
to come before you can actually judge and pick who you really like. Because
Yeah.
when you learn the process of how these guys make music and you see what they go through,
It's not easy.
in the steps, it's not
It's
easy.
tough, man.
And when you see the finished projects, you know, you show them respect.
Did
like,
you
wow.
ever get into that?
No,
Into
didn't-
creating?
I didn't have the patience for it. That went out to my brother.
Ah, for
My
real?
brother, yeah.
Your brother's a producer?
Yeah, my brother Tommy Fonts. He's done a lot of stuff. He's done stuff with Grace Avra on the first album, Total Love.
Oh,
He's
the
done
classic
backup
album.
songs for backup vocals. He's do some other stuff for Grace too.
Okay.
Yeah, right now he's the keyboard player for Africa Rainbow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I think I know. Yeah, I know what you're
my brother
talking
Tommy.
about.
He's done a lot of stuff for a lot of people in music. Very talented. yeah.
Okay. So you never got into like production at all? Nah, because usually that's close to DJing. Like,
It is,
yeah,
yeah.
DJs usually
That's
get
not
into that
usually
as
the
well.
next step, the next level. yeah.
Exactly.
Why, you don't have the patience, like, to stay home?
You
and-
know what? I always wanted to learn how to play bass guitar. I used to love playing drums too when I was little, but
Yeah.
then I started getting liking bass guitar. But I know I'd rather hear music.
Yeah.
Just-
Nah, but yo, the DJ table is an instrument,
Yeah.
man. The way you
It
do
is,
it,
yeah.
it's an instrument as well, you know?
Yeah, it is a learning process.
Nah, definitely.
And it was like it was hard to change from, you know how nowadays we have
To
a
vinyl.
Mac. No, we have a Mac on the table. But back in the days, you didn't DJ with a
No,
laptop.
because the process
section.
no, the process changed slowly. So
Slowly, yeah.
as if you're a DJ and you stayed on top of the game and you continue to do what you love to do, you slowly change into the change.
Yeah. Went to
Like when I
CDs,
first got a
yeah.
computer, I brought it home. I opened it. I was like, "Oh my God,
What
what
is
am
this?
I gonna do with this?" Oh man! But now I can do it, you know, with my eyes closed. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
It's a learning process.
Exactly.
To practice. Yeah.
Okay.
Just give us like an insight how Brockton looked back in the days partying, man. Because right now, you know, we got Tambu, More, Baz, Luanda, all that. What was hot back then? What was the clubs that you used to DJ at?
Right. I used to DJ at.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really do clubs. I did clubs as invite, but I didn't really have a spot where I did every weekend.
Ah, for real?
Yeah, every
Okay.
week it was either here or there.
Okay.
But the first place I did in Brockton, that was the really first time I said, you know what, I'm going to take this DJ stuff serious.
Serious.
My cousin gave me a chance. It was at Sammy's Bar.
Sammy's Bar?
It's called
Okay.
The
No,
Spot
I'm right.
right now.
The Spot,
It's
yeah,
called
yeah,
The
yeah.
Spot.
Oh yeah, the spot. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been there.
Spot.
Yeah.
North Main Street, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
If you're
Okay.
old school, it's Sammy's.
Sammy's.
Young kids can call it
Young kid, y'all call the
Sammy's.
spot. Okay.
So my cousin Manny gave me the chance to DJ there. You know, back in the day, he had a lot of issues with the city there, so a lot of
Yeah.
people wasn't going.
Okay.
So he told me to come DJ. I was doing it for $25 a night.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like what? 20 years ago.
This is like I don't know, maybe early 1998, maybe
1998.
97,
25 a
98.
night?
25.
That was the rate?
Yeah, well, I wasn't first time
it was
DJ.
just
That's true. That's
I
true.
told
That's
him,
true.
I
You'll do it for free,
do it
probably.
at home. I do it at home. He's like, Larry, I need a DJ. You know who can DJ? And that's when I felt like, you know what, it's time to step up, man.
Yeah.
Let's get out the bedroom.
Always.
I had things all piled up in my bedroom, messing around every night. But
Yeah.
my thing was just to make CDs and let people enjoy music.
Exactly.
If you haven't heard it, I can get it for you.
Did
That was my
were
thing.
you big on making mixtapes? Because I know the DJs here in America, they were big on doing that.
Earlier I was making cassettes, yeah, but then not as much. If someone would ask, yeah, I would do it. But
Yeah.
I wasn't making
But it
to
wasn't like,
drop
who was that
every week.
guy's name? Was it DJ Baby?
Baby T was
Baby
doing
T
it.
was doing
Yeah.
stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, Baby T.
You never got into that?
Not the production side of it, but like I said, I'll do one at home and give it to someone
Give
if
it
they
to
ask
people.
me. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I always wanted to, but nah. But I did put out like 3 mix CDs. Me and DJ Lefty, we got 3 old school mix CDs out there.
Okay.
We're gonna put that online too. So.
Yeah, man. Put it on YouTube, man. People love that.
Well, let me answer your question. The club back in the day, it was Anthony's Ballroom.
Ah, for real?
Yeah, that's the club.
Okay.
It
Well,
wasn't like club like the club scene you see now with the bar. It was a hall. It was on the line of Bridgewater and Brockton over there on the south side.
oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All the
I
way
think
next-
there's a gym there now. I don't know if
Could
the
be.
gym's
Planet
still there.
Fitness. No, not anymore. Now, whatever's on east side.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
could be. That was the
Anthony's
spot?
Hall. Oh, that was a spot, man.
For real?
Friday and Saturday night. I remember being a little kid. I had to watch I'm the oldest, so I had to watch my younger brother and sisters,
Yeah.
my cousins. We all stay in the house. Our parents go to Anthony's. Everything was Anthony's.
Ah, dope.
Okay.
That's where Mendes Brothers, if you guys know Mendes
Yeah,
Brothers,
yeah, I know
they're
them, yeah.
originally from Brockton.
Yeah.
So that was their spot to shine every
That's
Friday
crazy,
and Saturday
man.
night.
That's crazy. See, that's
And
the
when I
kind of
started
stories we
getting
like
a
to
little
hear.
older, I started sneaking in the back door and going there, chill, hear the Mendes Brothers, Calvert Show,
Covered
Tantando
show.
Jamil,
Wow.
Calvert 79 or 75, whatever it was. Yeah, it
It's
was.
amazing, man.
So, but you was like Brockton was different back then.
Yeah, Brockton was different because it was a smaller Cape Verdean community. It was, we knew who lived where, we knew whose family. I know your mother, and I know your father, that stuff, that kind of stuff. So Brockton, the Creole population was very smaller back then. When I was in junior high, you tell someone in Cape Verde and they think you're from Mars or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Right
it
now
was
it's like a
very-
standard.
Now
a white now a Branco Americano will show you on the map what Calvert.
Yeah, Calverde is,
So
yeah.
it
which is
was
dope for
different.
us,
It
man.
was different because everybody was, more family together. We're more family. Even though we weren't, it was more family orientated. It was either here on the south side or on the north side. That was it. That was the Creole.
That's
Okay.
But the population grew. It's perfectly fine with me. I still love Brockton. I love what's going on here.
Yeah.
Everyone focuses on the negativity and the violence.
yeah,
But
you
open
got
your eyes, man. There's violence in every
Every
city, in
single
every
city.
country, in every
Definitely.
part of the world.
Definitely.
Don't stop focusing on the negative of what's going on here.
Definitely.
Let's just stop focusing on what we can do to make things better if we can.
True.
And just go on with that.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
you're right.
Sure.
So you're talking about hip hop. So now I'm changing to Cape Verde hip hop. So I'm pretty sure, like back in the days, used to play JJ, Just a Man.
JJ was the man.
It was
Still
the man.
Shout out
Still
to
the
Just-
man,
yeah,
man.
still the man.
GG, definitely.
Still
But
the
how was the
man.
feeling like, finally Cape Verdeans start making rap
Stop making that
in
hip-hop.
America?
In the beginning, it felt like everyone was just copying each other's flow.
True.
Because growing up as a hip hop fan is like, when you hear something new, you want to hear something different.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
when someone else would come up to you and start rapping, you hear that little j, you hear
Yeah,
that little.
yeah.
Give it up to Justin too, FX Express.
Ah, for real?
Yeah, that's old school hip hop.
Shout out.
Yeah, Boston. That's Boston. So it was Justin FX Express. It was JJ. There was Dodu. There was CV Star, CV Rasta.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys.
All those
man.
guys, man. Yeah,
But
they
you guys
picked up.
Do you guys used to play on the like in the club or not really?
Well, once in a while, we would try to squeeze in a song or two, but the crowd wasn't really into it that
Into it,
much.
okay.
Hip hop has always been. It's
Yeah.
always
Exactly.
been
It
like
was
that with
hip-hop,
hip hop,
yeah,
man. It's tough.
Hip hop has its place.
Yeah.
Of course, hip hop is
You
life.
gotta understand, if you're having Kizomba night, people expect to hear Kizomba.
That's true.
It's alright if you play one or two songs, but if you get into a whole 20-30 minute set of just hip hop,
Totally true.
it throws away your
Yeah.
purpose of the night. But hip hop, Creole hip hop, I support it 100%.
Nah, me too.
It's doing real good. There's a lot of good artists out there. local artists too that are doing really good that we need to support.
Yeah.
And, you know, and show them that love because there's a lot of them out there.
Who you got out right now? Who's the new artist that you say like, yo, I'm really supporting that guy? Local.
Local?
Yeah.
I would say R2.
R2?
Jadiva.
I heard that before.
Yeah.
She's a female.
You told me
rapper.
that the other day.
Yeah.
We saw
Yeah.
the movie. I mean, the music.
I like her whole
Style.
package. You know,
Yeah,
she brings a swag, everything.
Okay.
It's just not, hey, I can rap. Look at me.
Yeah.
put
She
on
has
the
everything.
show.
And it's Cape Verdean.
Creole rap. Yeah.
Creole rap, hey.
Jadiva, you never heard Jadiva?
Nah, I do. I think that's the one that I showed you.
You showed me the other day,
Yeah,
You guys need to get her here.
Nah, definitely. Hey,
She's
see,
powerful, man.
put you up, definitely. But how have you stand out in all this time, man? I mean, especially now with all this technology, you know, the game is flooded with DJs. Anybody that has a laptop, they can try and do what you do. You know, like they can do it for free or do it for much cheaper. How do you stay relevant? How do you stay unique?
I can't hate on that because, like I just told you, I started for $25 a night.
Yeah.
You know,
Humble.
everybody hustle your game, do what you got to do. But, you know, one thing I recommend to every DJ starting off is take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time, practice. Don't come out with a name last week and you're already on the flyer 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
You know, take your time,
Build up.
practice, learn the music, learn different eras of music, like not just what's hot right now.
Exactly.
You know, you gotta learn everything.
Gotta know
So, but
everything.
are
Yeah.
you the type of guy that, you know, you're the one that always go and look for the new songs, or you have people come to you,
I
send you
do.
songs?
In the beginning, yes, you know,
But right now,
beginning,
so right now-
always hungry for new songs. Now this,
They
you
probably
know,
send it to you.
right now the Kizomba market is so flooded. You know, it's hard for me to keep up. Other
Yeah.
DJs can probably do it, but right now for me with family and work and
So
everything,
much,
it's
right?
hard. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting older, man. You know, this white
Nah,
beard is.
that's
You
just a
still
sweat.
you
Nah,
still
it's
got
just a
it.
sweat.
As long as the hands stay quick, man, you're good. Yeah.
I'm the one who dyed white so I can look old.
Ah, see?
Yeah.
See? That's
I
a
like
secret right there. The CV sound here in America was huge in the mid-90s with, you know, JJ, Timmy, Isidoro Vargas, all these guys. Like, you guys had it for a moment. Where you think?
Tour.
Yeah, where you think it got lost, and how do you get it back?
I don't think it got lost. I think that at that time when those guys were coming out, and that time in the 90s,
Yeah.
there was a change going on in music.
Okay.
So the market was changing.
Yeah.
So when they were coming out, they were making music towards CDs, selling CDs.
Okay.
But the market was changing towards the internet. Internet was becoming big at the time.
Yeah. I know what
So
you
when
mean.
you were 15, 16 years old at the time, you were already focused on this.
Yeah.
So
That's a good point.
kids were downloading music already while they were putting out CDs to sell.
Yeah.
So I think that's where it was. It was just the timing was kind of bad. The market was changing, and they were in the process of that
Yeah.
mix right
Okay.
there. Because there's a lot of decent music in the 90s.
Nah, they made
especially the Creole
they
market.
made some
Yeah.
good classics
Yeah.
too, man. That's what I mean. Like, I felt that the unity and everything, the way they came out, they all came out together, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and then it went to Holland for a while. You know, it's always a top spot where the music is coming from. Portugal is right now is blazing hot with Kizomba, you know. But you guys had it. You guys had it, man, in the 90s. But then something, I don't know what happened, but I think it could be coming back, man. Could be coming back.
I think it is, because if you look at what's out there right now, a lot of it is being done out here.
Yeah, nah, true.
Yeah, exactly.
The
KR,
producers are
yeah.
getting it done out here. They're getting it mixed out here.
Yeah.
know, so-
Do you keep contact with a lot of artists out here? A lot of local artists?
Yeah, I know a lot of people.
Yeah?
Yeah. I know.
Do they like give you their music to play or whatever?
Yeah, a lot of them do when it's ready to come out. You know, Larry played this for me. You know what I
You
do
show
on
support.
Yeah, so always show support.
Yeah.
One hand washes the other. That's what artists have
Exactly.
to work with DJs, and DJs have to respect that and at least play their songs once or twice.
True.
You know, we're here. It's not gonna get better if we don't support each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, we always make this question, like, how do you feel about social media? You know what I mean? Like we were just saying, like, about the internet. Like, nowadays, social media.
It's kind of flooded, man.
It is
It is,
flooded.
it is,
You gotta
but-
have control. You know?
Yeah.
You're gonna have control.
But you think it's better now?
I think social media is a good thing if you use it positive.
Yeah.
Use it in a positive way.
True.
Because it's easy to go up there and look up any dirty stuff and do whatever you want to do and find out filth and talk junk about someone. That's easy. Anyone can do that.
True.
But look it for knowledge and express your brain and, you know, forward yourself to be a better person to see how interesting that can help you.
Nah,
You
definitely.
know, I built a deck in my backyard and I went to YouTube University.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
To get it, to learn how to do it?
Went to YouTube University.
Oh, that's
Took
crazy.
10 classes. Oh,
Tutorials, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you
Nah,
gotta
that is-
learn.
You can always do better. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
it's there to help improve us humans, not
Yep.
to make us
Have
idiots.
to bring it down,
Because
right?
the truth is there if you look for it.
You just gotta be, you know, curioso.
True.
You
Yeah.
gotta be like, yo,
Exactly.
I want this. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
How
get
you
it.
gonna get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how you want to get it? So how's the personal life, man, for a well-established DJ like yourself?
Well established.
Well established. Come on,
I
yo,
don't
listen.
think
I'm
any
gonna,
DJ feels well established.
I'm gonna tell you this
I'll tell
story,
you
man.
that.
When I came to America, I got here and back home I used to like get in a lot with writing and producing and all that stuff and even rapping and all that. And when I came here, I was just missing music, man. That's why I started DJing. Like I started getting a lot of music and just, you know, I just wanted to DJ. I didn't even charge that much. You know, I used to go to Pisces.
Yeah, everyone starts that way.
I went to Tambu, and one day a girl walked up to me and she's like, yeah, I like the way you DJ. Da, 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 da. She was like, yo, DJ Larry Love was here yesterday, and I was like, I just came to America, so I
Was
didn't.
this at Tambu?
I think it was at Tambu, and I was like, DJ Larry Love, who's that? Yo, that girl almost killed me, man. She's like, how don't you know DJ Larry Love? Well, are you serious? What kind of yo, he doesn't know DJ Larry Love. I'm like, oh man, I messed up.
Show your passport.
I know, right?
Stamped yesterday. So.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You're well established, man. But how's the personal life here for that?
Well, you know, that wasn't easy. It took time, you know.
Yeah.
I'll give a shout out to my girl Hilda because she's been there since day one, supporting me.
Shout
while
out.
DJ,
Definitely.
you know, pushing me and supporting me 100%. But you know, it started off small. You know, me making my own flyers on the print on the copy machine, cut it out with scissors and pass it around. You know.
That's crazy.
You know, it takes time.
He's a promoter / DJ, right
Yeah,
there.
everyone's.
Yeah.
I don't like. One question I don't like is when people come up to me and be like, "Yo, how'd you make it so big?" And this, and just like I said earlier, I don't think no DJ feels established because we always have new ideas. We always hear new music. We always want to do this mix with that mix. So we always feel we can do better. And
like
I
your
know a
first-
lot of DJs out there who are top right now, who are rocking the clubs every weekend.
Yeah.
I know deep down inside they feel they can do a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They always.
that's how I always feel is I could always do better. So I don't like when someone comes and say, how you feel being on top? I don't feel like I'm being on top. I just feel like I'm doing what I enjoy doing. You know?
Sure.
These are the songs that I grew up with, and these are the songs that I enjoy, and I'm glad you enjoy it too.
You got kids as well right now?
I have one daughter, that's mine. I have two stepdaughters.
Okay, though.
And I have a grandson, 6 years old.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah. Grandson already.
Family man.
That's dope. That's dope. I like
But
that.
yo, a question. You look like, maybe I'm wrong, but you look like a person that like movies, you like to go to concerts.
Yeah.
Look like it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm an art guy. I grew up in arts.
Yeah, you say you
Art's
do
always
graffiti
been-
and breakdancing and all
Art
that
has
stuff.
always been my life. Art, music, that whole culture is what I live by.
That's dope.
What's like an artist that you really like outside of the Cape Verdean culture?
Michael Jackson, Prince,
They liked all that.
you know, that old school 80s, 70s funk, that type of stuff.
You can still do that set?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a wedding yesterday in New Hampshire. It was all that
All
type
that
of stuff. Yeah.
Dope. That's dope.
Yeah, you
Earth,
got
Wind,
it.
and Fire, you know.
Just keep them dancing.
Yeah, that's type of
Nice.
stuff.
And I saw you doing the Brazilian Day. Is that
Brazilian Day with Shikini, yeah.
you're doing that, right?
Yeah,
Is that a
that's
first time thing or you've done it
That's my
before?
first time. I've always wanted to go there, but you know, I used to go to Florida in August, and by the time I come back, I'll be too tired to go.
Decided to do that.
Yeah, so
That's gonna be crazy, man.
this year I'm getting ready for
It's going to
that.
Brazilian Festival in New York.
Brazilian Festival in New York with Shikini. You get the tickets now. The
Get
bus
the
gonna be
tickets.
sell out.
Yeah.
So far, so those bus. They might get another one. I heard.
They take the bus from here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How
We
much is the
leave-
price on that?
We leave Vicente's parking lot at 5 a.m.
Why? New Vicente?
Vicente's
Okay.
outside there.
5 a.m.
5 a.m.
And
we
when is
leave
that?
there. June. I don't want to say the
June or September? September, yeah.
2nd.
September 2nd, that's it. It's usually September, yeah.
I'll look it up later.
No, look it up.
It's September 2nd.
Look it up. Do you know the price of the tickets so people can get
I
it?
think it's $50.
Yeah.
There's
where
food
can
and
people
drinks.
You get food, drinks, and a ride.
Shikinu, contact Shikinu on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shikinu, what's his last name?
Shikinu Benfica.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know him. Yeah,
You know what this is?
big guy.
Strong guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Forte, só de fora. I got you.
That's
my
dope.
boy,
That's
though. I
dope.
grew up with him too. We went to high school together.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he's-
Okay.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Some promotion, you know?
I caught something at the end of your show where you praised the Almighty and then you said Jah. Is that your your religion?
A lot of people who know me as with my dreadlocks.
That's true?
Yeah, I used to have dreadlocks.
True.
So that was my way, like I said, music, art, and Rastafarian life. You know.
Yeah.
I wasn't 100% Rastafarian. I wasn't like deep into it, but I followed that way of life.
Nah, that's good,
You
man.
know, so
So you're a peaceful guy.
yeah, peace and love. So
And
that's why the name Love came around too. You know.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? In the 90s, there was a lot of problems with a lot of Criollos on the south side could not go to the north side.
Ah,
But
for
me,
real?
I had no issue. I could go anywhere.
You can go anywhere.
Yo, Larry Love, go tell these dudes chill out.
Chill out,
Go
yeah.
out there, go, hey, why you guys have a problem with these guys? They said this. Come on.
No sé
guys.
criollo, yo. No sé qué no.
Are you like a Bob Marley fan?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah. Who's not?
Who's
No,
not?
no, who's not? But I'm saying. Like,
Anybody, you got shot.
Did you hear what I played last Saturday?
I know.
Yeah.
I know, but the thing is, think about it. Like, I didn't know what you just said right now.
Yeah.
I didn't know, so I'm asking, like, because
Have you been to Jamaica though?
Yeah.
No.
No.
That's tell the truth. This next year is planning hardcore.
You're like, yo,
Jamaica
this
ain't
gotta
gonna
happen,
fear
right?
me. Orlando to go back to Holland too. So.
Yeah.
Fernandels, man. Things
Nah,
are
man.
good.
Definitely.
That's dope.
Yeah, but I love Bob Marley. I got into Bob Marley when I was in college, so
That's what I'm saying. Like,
college life, Bob Marley, you know what I'm talking about.
We know. You ain't gotta say more. And you said a good thing too that you said, yo, you love to focus on positive instead of the negative. And I'm the same way. Like, how do you think Brockton is doing right now?
Violence-wise,
Violence-wise, just,
terrible. Terrible.
Yeah?
I don't, me growing up in Brockton, I live in Pawtucket now.
Yeah.
I tell people I'm from Brockton. They're like, wow, you from Brockton? Oh my God.
Yeah. Everybody
It's
always
the worst
does that
place in
though.
the world, but it's really not.
It's not.
It's just we got, like I said, we focus too much on the negative, and that's what people see.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of positive stuff here. in
Yeah, it
Brockton.
is.
There's a lot of good things to do here in Brockton.
It is.
A lot of people can survive here. You know.
Yeah.
You know, people need to get up and just focus on the positive side. Like I said earlier too, there's violence in every city. You know,
Yeah.
it's hard to stop violence. I think that's
It's
nonsense.
not- it's
I think
not gonna happen.
there's no way you can stop violence.
Do you see a lot of difference between here and Pawtucket? Like the Cape Verde's here, Cape Verde's Pawtucket?
Yeah, Pawtucket is more like Brockton was back in the day.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you know, it's growing. It's a growing community.
Yeah.
You know, I see it like it was back in the day. People are slowly trying to. The Cape Verdean community is getting bigger like it is here.
Yeah.
But there's
Okay.
no way like Brockton and Boston. You know,
Yeah.
you're looking for Creoles, Creole food, Creole grub or whatever. You have to come to
You gotta
Brockton
come
and
over
Boston.
here.
Yeah.
I
You
see
gotta
Brockton,
come
not,
over.
like, you know, like when I came, like, yo, Dorchester, that's a lot of Criollos.
Yeah, that's,
You know, of course it do.
Yeah.
But me, I think like Brockton, yo, we have VC, for
Yeah.
instance. You go
It's
to
not
VC,
just we see it everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I said, I
College.
grew up here. A lot of these buildings, I remember being, owned by Brancos. You know,
Yeah.
you would never walk in there because he had no reason to go in.
Yeah, exactly.
But now I see the building owned by Criollos.
I love
see the
to
sign.
I love
see
seeing
the,
that,
the
man.
flag. I see their own business. That makes
Yeah.
me feel good.
I love that.
You know,
I love
but
that.
one thing about Cape Verdean people,
Yeah.
honestly, we smart though.
Yeah, nah, we
Smart.
hustle,
When it
man.
comes to business,
we
we
hard
smart.
workers.
We hustle,
We're
man.
hard workers.
Exactly.
Definitely.
We're hard workers.
Okay.
So let's stop focusing on the me needs to still be. And this is what pisses me off too. This is another thing that pisses me off because we are blaming the kids.
Yeah.
You know,
Nah,
when
we
I
gotta
was
blame the
growing up,
parents.
as a child, the parents never blamed the kids
Nah.
if they did something wrong.
Yeah.
They would feel bad that they messed up.
But they messed
You
up.
know,
True,
so
true.
they would do something about it.
That's true. That's
Us
totally
as
true.
parents, these kids that are messing up right now, these are our kids.
These are our kids,
These are
yeah.
our kids. So who are we blaming? We
I
blaming
said that.
ourselves.
I said that the other day
These kids
too,
are
yeah.
wild. These kids are wild. These kids are your kids.
Exactly.
You
Nah,
know?
I had the same thing with a guy at my work. He's like, yeah, these new generation kids. I'm like, you mean your kids?
Yeah.
Yes.
How
Yeah,
old
this
is
is
it?
it.
If you're over 35 years old, stop blaming the kids.
See, I know. It's all on you.
Period.
It's all on
Yeah,
you.
it's all on you. Do something about it.
True,
But
true.
Like I
thing is-
said, I'm a DJ. The best I could do is offer my time. If they need music, whatever. I've done a lot for Brockton in that way.
Yeah.
You know, if they need music, I'll come and support that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes I won't charge. Sometimes they give me something. You
Yeah.
know, it's whatever.
Yeah.
That's how I try to.
No,
get
I've
back.
heard that, man.
because
I've heard that
nothing,
about you.
Yeah, that's how
I've
I
heard
try
that
to get
about you.
back.
You've always been huge on community, and man, the people know it, man.
I always
The
wanted to
people
be a soccer coach for the kids too. I always wanted to do that, but you know, the music thing is keeping me busy.
keeping you
right
busy
now,
right
but,
now. What's been your favorite memory in this music career so far?
Just opening for the artists that I grew up listening to.
It's been the biggest one.
Opening to
For
DJ
Grace,
set.
Liberty.
Well, not really Grace, but yeah, Livy T.
That was a big one, man.
Kasaf,
Oh, you open for them too?
Bulimundo.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Tubarões.
I didn't open for Tubarões. But
Tubarões
I
was
love
good.
their music.
Yeah, they're amazing.
But those three bands right there was one of those three bands that I grew up listening to heavy when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So to open up for them on stage, to be on the same stage on them, it was a blessed dream come true.
Crazy, man.
And I have their albums autographed.
Still.
Yeah, not CD, not
Vinyl,
cassette.
vinyl.
Yeah,
Vinyl. Yeah. That's
I got
crazy,
the
man.
That's
vinyls,
amazing.
autographed, everything. So.
Better not touch. Don't let the kids touch that, man.
Oh no.
Yo, that's money right there.
Did you foresee the long career in this DJing, man? Like when you started out, did you see this?
Like I said, when I started at Sammy's, I thought it would be just a weekend thing over
That's
there.
it. Hey, shout out to Savvy's, man, for giving them that shot.
It's smart.
And I'm not just Sammy's too. When I started at Sammy's, that's when the radio station started here in Brockton, really.
Oh, okay.
So it was a Haitian guy named Shanae,
Yeah.
who had a radio station 101.1 in Brockton, and I had 2 hours set over there.
Oh,
And
dope.
that's when I started playing Creole music on the radio.
Oh, okay.
You can ask
You
anybody.
one of the first?
I am the first one to play Creole music the way it is now in that
Yes,
format.
on the
Now,
radio.
because we had
Shout out to
Sundays
you.
with Aldi with Joãozinho 96 point,
Yeah.
the Portuguese, the 97.3.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had theirs every Sunday. But what I was doing here in Brockton was a local station, and that just
Okay.
picked up to what it is today.
To what it is today.
these radio
See?
stations is
I
today.
told
You
y'all,
can
man,
ask
we got a classic
Anybody
here
on
today.
96.5 right there, Fridays and Saturdays,
Sure.
8 to 10. Shut down.
Shut down?
Oh,
All right,
man.
had it. Yo, let me ask you
Yeah.
that too, man. Every Thursday night, you doing that Caminho do Nostera. You still
Every
doing that?
Thursday night, Caminho de Nostera,
Yeah.
you know, on Criollo Radio. Criollo Radio is an app that we have always, but the app has been out for like 6 years.
Yeah.
But the past 2-3 years,
It's been going up.
So that's like
real
a
good.
Google Play Store.
Google Play Store,
Apple
Apple
Store.
Store.
Download
Download the
it.
free app. It's Criollo Radio. It's CRIOLO Radio.
Okay.
Criollo Radio, one word. It's a free app, 24-hour music. I'm live every Thursdays, 8 to 10.
Dope.
We got another DJ right now. Her name is DJ Marcy from New Jersey. She's on Mondays too.
Okay.
She does more world music, cultural music.
Okay.
You know, we used to have a lot of DJs that had their own time sets there every once a
Exactly.
week.
Exactly.
But, you know, family time, people busy, understand.
Yeah, get
Go their
that.
own way. But the doors are always welcome to DJs out there. You want to join the team, go to Criollo Radio at Gmail. Send us your mix. Let us know what you can do, what's different, what's your game plan. We can open a slot for you.
Oh,
And
nice.
big shout out to DJ Mastermind from
Yep.
Lights Out DJs. He's really the brain behind Criollo Radio app.
Behind the
He's
whole
the one who kept it going.
Shout
'Cause
out.
Criollo Radio started out with Lights Out DJs.
Okay.
Yeah, big shout out to DJ Lefty, Baby T, DJ Chris, DJ
Definitely.
Gallus, all those guys there. It started off with PrayaCapital.com too.
Oh man, yeah, I remember
so
that.
that's where the
real?
foundation started.
that?
Yeah.
Started with
that's
you.
amazing.
Yeah,
That's
that was like
crazy.
6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, but the app was always there. You know, people those guys were slowly working on it, whatever they had to
Okay.
do. Then I finally joined. When I stopped doing the radio here,
Yeah.
I wanted to continue what I was doing because I moved to Brockton. The radio was just a lot of confusion, politics.
Yeah, nah, true. I never
so,
really.
Criollo Radio on the Apple Store, on the Google Store.
Yeah.
Criollo
Download it.
Criollo
We're gonna
Radio.
download the app right now. Cop. Get into
Download
it, man.
the app, and you can listen to me on the app every Thursday night, or you can watch me on Facebook Live
True.
Yes.
Thursday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern Time.
You got any shows coming, man?
Right now,
Except for the
no.
Brazilian day.
Right now, except for the Brazilian one, I really didn't plan nothing because I usually go to Miami Beach Key Summer Festival in August. So I usually keep it open.
You DJ there or?
No, I go there
just to hang out.
Yes.
They do a great,
sorry,
they do a great
Danny.
job.
I think even if Danny asked me, I would say no because the atmosphere to party is just.
I just want to have a good time.
I go there every year, so I really didn't book much. And plus, I also DJ for a company called Hype DJs that's out of Cranston, Rhode Island.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a DJ company, Unos Branco. So we do a lot of weddings
and stuff like that.
Yeah, mitzvahs.
Hey, that's good, man. That's good.
So that keeps me busy. I'm pretty booked with him. So
that's dope.
That's good.
Yeah, but no major shows right now.
All right.
Nah, hold on. You just had BVT. You need a break too.
Yeah, I had
that was pretty tough. We went pretty hard that night.
Yeah, man.
We all went pretty hard that night.
That was amazing. That was
good. It's already June. I did BVT and Grace. I'm good enough.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Nah, Larry, we wanna thank you for coming through, man. I mean, like I said, when I heard about you, say I gotta learn about this guy, and then I heard you DJ. I forgot what you DJ once before. I was like, yo, this guy, he got it.
Thank you, man.
He got it. And then when the Liberty thing came and the guy asked me, yo, what do you think of this guy? I said classic because you're classic, man. You're in the community respects you as they should. Everybody that's ever partied, at a party, they've always come out happy, man. You got to be happy with what you did, man, and what you're doing.
Can't please everybody, so I'm glad I got to touch some souls. So.
Nah, you touched a lot of it. You touched a lot of it, man. You touched a lot of it.
I thank everyone who supports me too. Everyone who downloads my app. Everybody who listens to me on Thursdays. I can name 20 people right now who are constantly there supporting me on Thursdays.
Always.
So
dope,
much love,
Hey, much
love.
love.
Is there too.
Everybody out there, this is your boy DJ Millie.
The Kid Cop Mons.
Thank you for watching another episode of Pracazul. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Stay good.
Nothing feels the same, baby.
Yes,
Listen, no one is to blame. All this rain's putting out the flame. I don't want to change you and I don't want to change. Wish that I could stay, but nothing feels the same. All this Mary Jane makes me feel some type of way. You got a heart I don't want to break, and we have a love that I don't want to hate. So baby, trust me, nothing feels the same. Nothing feels the same.
Promessas falsas, falsas promessas. Só te exatas, fizeste as malas à pressa. Eu durava, confesso, tu também, confessa. Éramos inimigos em qualquer conversa.